Hey, what up, guys? I want to do the preview or the recap from the fights over this past week. And let me get a hat on because man, my hair is bugging right now. So just want to do a recap from the games this past weekend, or the fights that happened on Sunday night. Um, we start with Guillermo Rigondeaux. He came back. I'm not sure what weight he exactly fought at because online it said 130. Then they said he fought at 122 in that fight. But he took on some nobody, scored a first round knockout. He looked good. He looked aggressive with his new trainer. So hopefully he carries that going forward. And hopefully some of the champions in this division want to give him an opportunity. He's fighting for the PBC now. That might be difficult. There's not a lot of big names at 122 for the PBC, but there are a lot of names at 126, and he said he's willing to fight there too. So I'm hoping somebody's willing to give him the opportunity to see how good he is at 38 years old, but a good, impressive performance against, lower opposition, but he hasn't fought in a while. So he dominated him, and that's what you do against weak competition is you go out there and destroy him. The co-feature, Brandon Figueroa versus Moises Flores. Man, what a knockout. What a great performance by Figueroa. This guy's undefeated. He's on the rise. This win over Flores, it was a third round TKO. He looked great. He just physically dominated Flores all 3 rounds, broke him down with body shots, and stopped him in only 3 rounds. I thought this was going to be a slugfest back and forth the whole way. I picked Figueroa to win, but I definitely didn't think he was going to walk through a game veteran like Flores. But man, what a win. That was his second game veteran and tough ass opponent that he faced that he just completely dominated. Oscar Escandon happening before that. Flores probably the end of his career right here, or he's going to have a long layoff and really think about what he wants to do. The announcer said that he looked weak at the weigh-in, so we'll see what he does going forward. But I'm hoping he comes back at some point because he is a good action fighter. But man, Brandon Figueroa punched his ticket into the top 10 with a very good performance. So congrats to him. And then in the main event, you had Jose Uzcategui versus Caleb Plant for the super middleweight title. Great fight right here between these two guys. Plant boxed well, but he started to get tired midway through the fight, and Uzcategui started to press him, especially in the championship rounds. The last 4 rounds, Uzcategui really came on. It really makes you wonder because Plant pretty much won the first 7 or 8 rounds, and Uzcategui pretty much won the last 4. And it wasn't close, really. I think two judges had it 7, or one judge had it 7-5. The other 2 judges had it 8-4, including the 2 knockdowns that Plant scored. So Plant showed he's got some pop too. But a big win for Caleb Plant, big emotional win. I don't know if you guys saw the story of him losing his daughter, but that was very emotional for him to win that. He lost his daughter about 3 years ago or 4 years ago. And then he proposed to his girlfriend, who's actually works for the PBC on the Fox cast. So that was pretty cool too. But a great story. American kid, undefeated, came from nothing, and now he's world champion. So looking forward to seeing what he does next and who he decides to face next. But big time win right there. Tough loss for Uzcategui, but he had mad respect for Plant after, and it was a really good fight. So tune in, guys. I'm going to be going live tomorrow with the breakdown for the Friday fights because we got a card on DAZN and we got a card on ESPN. That night. And then on Friday night I'll be breaking down the Pacquiao Broner Showtime pay-per-view card. So make sure you're checking that out. We'll get to recaps probably Sunday, Monday, or probably Monday on what happened. And check me out, guys. YouTube, True Boxing. Peace.